Hi guys, hello, it's Darlene with Chocolate Tour. Happy Monday, Tuesday. It feels like Monday. Happy Tuesday. Oh my goodness. Yeah, well, Monday was a holiday, so anyways, this is our Monday. So happy Tuesday. How are you guys? I have a couple of cute little Halloween signs and we're going to add some Chocolate Tour to it, to both of them. It might be a little tricky because I might have to wash the transfer. I want to use this transfer on both of them, but I'm going to ask your advice because two different signs, and one of them has the cutest little boot on it, a witch's boot. It says, "Park your broom," and what does it say? "Park your broom and join us for a spell." How cute is that? I wanted to do a pattern on the boot, so I think it'd be super cute to do a pattern on the boot. And then on this one, it says, "Welcome, little spooks." And there's a ghost, a jack-o'-lantern, and a spider, and then there's a bat up here. I thought it would be really cute to do a pattern on the background. Okay, so, but I want to do it in silver. So there's, it's just like the background's going to be gray, and then the pattern's going to be silver. So just kind of like color on color. And then on the boot, I have Very Perry, which will look really pretty, over a purple, I think, on the boot. So I might have to quickly wash the transfer just to be able to do both. I'm not sure if I can fit. I can fit the small one there. Can I fit the boot? Maybe I can fit the boot kind of sideways. Oh yeah, I think I can. Okay. All right, we won't worry about it. I have a second one, but guess what? It's sitting right there. It didn't get washed. Yeah, it did not get washed. So I have a second one of these transfers. How is everybody? Happy Tuesday. Yeah. All day long. It is Tuesday. Oh my goodness. Let me take this out of here. How was your day yesterday? I got so much done. And then I fell asleep at my keyboard. I was like, I am so tired. I'm just going to close my eyes for un momento. Close my eyes for a second and woke up at 2:30 a.m. and went to bed. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to use this pattern on our cute little signs. All right. So there's limited colors on them. They're just Halloween colors: black, white, gray, orange, purple, some green for the pumpkin stem. Oh, I need brown. Brown for the stem, green for the leaves, and then pink for the ghost cheeks. So limited colors on these. I think they're going to be so much fun. I made samples already and I did it differently. And then I was like, oh, I want to add some chocolate to this. So let's do this. So, now I got the hiccups. Yeah. If you're out there watching, just say hello. If you're coming back and watching the replay, just put hashtag replay. So all of the orders from the transfer sale are going out today. I got almost all of the shipping labels printed yesterday. There's a handful, like maybe 24 left to print. And I still have about 20 something people that haven't paid, but that's not bad out of 250. So if those people, I'm gonna give them till today. I'm going to start, I'll just make a list online. I'll send out a reminder. Yeah, there's about 20 people that have not paid, but that's not bad out of 250. So I'm grateful for that. And tons of my poor postman. I am going to have to help him carry stuff to the truck today because he will have between that and my other orders, over 300 orders going out today. Crazy town, 300 orders. Imagine that. I think if the substitute is here, she will just cry and walk away. She's done that before. She will just turn around and walk away and call him back up. All right, let me see who's here. Just say hello. And if you are not a designer, I would love if you would sprinkle. I'm going to show this over to VIP really quick. Let me turn down my volume. And we have these two cute little signs to paint. Yeah, I think we can do two. Double trouble, right? I did two of them yesterday. I just kind of spread it out throughout the day. I cut out a few things that I needed to cut out. I didn't have the lasers on long. I was trying to just stay focused on what I needed to keep my mind on, to stay focused on all of the transfer orders, all of that. Hi, Tina. How are you? Hi, Sarah. Thanks for sprinkling, Tina. Hi, Betty. Good morning, Tony. Hello, Carrie. Hi, April. Good morning, Barb. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? Hi, Sandy. Hello, Denise. Hi, Karen Ross. Hi, Janine. I know I love witchy shoes. I love this one. It's gonna be so cute. And I have black laces for the witch boot. Yeah. So it's macrame cording, and it was perfect. I actually ordered ribbon, and then I was walking past my box that has all my macrame cording, and I'm like, oh no, that's perfect. So I canceled my ribbon order. Hi, Chris. Hi, Sandy. Good morning, Diane. How are you? And Tina says 1.5 cabinets to paint, and then you're all done. Oh my gosh, it is time for a party at Tina's house. I can't wait to see it all. Hi, Doris. How are you? My sister. Hi, Sonia. Good morning, Peggy. Peggy, waiting patiently for your holiday orders. You have a pile of goodies coming. Awesome. That is so cool. I know. I have lots of things still coming from Chocolate Tour. And guess what? So if you were one of the designers last month that had 100 PV, which that means so everybody else can understand, that means $100 in orders before tax and shipping, basically, is what that means. There's a few things that don't earn you PV, like office supplies, and Watts of Love transfers earn differently because they donate part of that. Anyways, if you're a designer and you qualified, you get to order early. Yeah, how exciting is that? You get to order on the 7th. What day is the 7th? Is that Thursday? Here's the bad thing. I go to my craft show setup Thursday, so I have to order, and then I have to head out the door to the craft show setup. Yeah, so hopefully they'll have everything posted early. Lately, they've had everything a little bit earlier than normal. It'll be at 8 a.m. Pacific time on Thursday. If you're a designer that qualified for that, you get to order then. If you didn't get your 100 PV last month, then you get to order the following week on the 14th. And customers get to order on the 14th also. So Wednesday, tomorrow, there will be a preview showing us all of the new goodies. I'm so excited. Color of the month is coming. My color of the month is coming too. I'm so excited. And the color of the month probably would be perfect for this boot. We might have to do another one. I know. Sarah, order early. Yay. I'm so excited. Thanks for sprinkling, guys. I appreciate it. Hi, Sally. Hi, Shelly. Hi, Cheryl. Okay, let's get started. Hi, Mary Lee. How are you? I have 2 signs. Okay, let me put you down to my table here so that you can see. And I'm going to turn them around because my camera still is not fixed after how many months? Yeah, I have to relocate it actually, but life. So here's our 2 cute little signs. Welcome, little spooks, and it has a ghosty, a jack-o'-lantern, and a spider, and then a little bat up here. So that one is so cute. And then park your broom and join us for a spell. How fun is that? So we have these 2 signs. We are going to put some chocolate tour on them. We're going to put chocolate tour on the boot. We're going to put chocolate tour on the back of this sign. I think it's going to be adorable. Carrie, your basement floor is getting started today. Oh, yay. That's awesome. Finally, huh? Oh my goodness. That's from the flooding, right? When you had the water back up in there. Let's move this stuff over. Let's bring in our big board, and let's hope that we can get most of the stuff on there. We'll bring in a small board if we need to, but this big board should hold most of it. And like I said, we'll bring in a small board for any extra pieces that we can't get on here. Oh my goodness. Hi, Debbie. How are you? Will I be seeing you at Blenda's? Will you be doing Blenda's show on this setup is on Thursday. Will you be doing her show? I hope so. Hope I get to see you. Okay, let's put that up there. And then let's take this up. I think I'm going to need a second. I am going to need a second board. Okay, so our little spider eyes take apart. So spider's black. His eye, that part is white. The inside part is black. Okay, so, yeah, I'm going to need a whole second board. I'm gonna need another board this big. So we'll just work with it. I knew that something was gonna happen. Okay, so here's our bat. Okay, and then the eyes, we're gonna paint them black, and then the inside will be white. The words are gonna be black on here. Sally, oh, he was not invited. Oh, well, I'm sorry. I don't know why. Okay, well, we'll talk later about that. I have no idea. I don't know why that happens. Okay, so our eye for the little, okay. And then our ghosty is white. And the eyeballs come out, so black. And the mouth is black. We'll do our cheekies pink. And then here's our pumpkin. So our pumpkin takes a part. This part is green and the stem is brown. Okay, so we're just going to do this one all on here. We'll do the other one. We'll pull out 2 smaller boards. Okay, so the eyes are black. So we're going to put the black eyes and mouth over here. And then here is our orange. Okay, all right, so gray for this. Let's just get started with this one, and then we'll move on to the other one, okay? So gray, and I'm thinking I want to do the background silver when I do the little chocolate on there. I'm going to do it silver. Hi, Jill, how are you? Gonna watch but can't listen in the office. Oh, physical therapy. Okay, perfect. I hope everything's going well. Hi, Carol, how are you? Carrie says, one step closer to getting your craft area put together. You know, it's so hard when you have any type of flooding like that. So, Cynthia, thank you for sprinkling. You guys, if you're not a designer, I would love if you would sprinkle. I've been giving out some really great sprinkle gifts. So, you want to make sure you do that. And some of you guys just randomly are getting extra stuff in your box. Okay, so probably at least 50% of the people that are getting transfer orders are going to get something extra in there, at least 50%. So I'm kind of doing it randomly, but if you get extras in there, they're for random reasons. They're for because I just love you guys and I have extra stuff that I want to share with you. They're for sprinkle. Some things are for sprinkle gifts. So if you get extra stuff, just be happy. I hope it makes your day. There's some fun stuff that I'm going to be including. I even have some napkins that we'll be doing some napkin art with it. So I'm going to be giving out some free napkin bundles. Some people know what that is, where we use a Mod Podge with that. So we have some things coming up. So I'm going to be giving out some free napkin bundles and maybe even some ribbon bundles and a few other cute little things. Okay, so that's our gray. So that is slate gray. Let me get a paper towel for my brushes. All right, so there's one. Okay, so black for our spider and all of these little things. The white for this, white for the insides of these eyes. Let me move that over here so I don't accidentally paint it the wrong color. So black, and then the words are black up here also. I know, these are so cute. Okay, Tina, you got it. These are fun. I love the welcome little spooks. Okay, so spider, maybe that's enough black to share with all of it. We'll see. Okay, so black for Spidey, and the bat, and the words, and the mouth, and the eyes. This one paints up fairly quickly. So we're gonna paint this one, then we'll do the one with the boot. I was able to paint both of them like less than 20 minutes. But that's when I'm not talking. So when I'm talking and explaining to you guys, it takes me longer. If I just sit there and paint, I can crank these things out really quickly. I'm a pretty quick painter, and you know, I just get the job done. It's so funny because when I'm painting with other people, they're like, "Will you slow down? I just want to enjoy this," and I'm like, "I just want to get it done." I'm just so used to painting assembly line painting that I just paint really quickly. So I just kind of dab these and then just kind of pull the brush to the side. It helps me so that it coats all of it, but it doesn't get it down in the centers of all those letters. I need just a little bit more, just a little bit more paint. I'm just going to put a little bit right on here. And I think that'll be enough for all the rest of that. But I'm going to kind of smooth it out on the spider. I have a palette dish, but I'm sure I'm going to be using that for other colors. Okay, so there's my black. All right, so all the black is done. Let me just go over those letters again. Let me stand up and see what I missed. Sometimes you just have to stand up and take a look at it. It's nice to sit down, but sometimes you need an overhead look. Okay, so there's our black. Let's do our white. So, hi Bridget, how are you? Happy Tuesday. I called it Monday earlier. It feels like our Monday, right? Because yesterday was a holiday. Okay, so white for a ghosty. These are going to fit together. They all go together at the bottom, and it's so cute. And then the little bat is up at the top. This is a fun, more like a child one for your kids, your grandkids, or just yourself. I like it for me, so I would buy this. I think it's super cute. Okay, I think I might have got a little bit too much. I'm going to have to put a second coat, so I'm kind of just flipping over the paintbrush, trying to soak up a little bit of it so I don't have to put it back into my jar. All right, what's going on in the world, guys? Anything new? Anything that you've heard of that I need to hear about? Because you know I don't watch the news. Anything exciting? I know, sad. Jimmy Buffett had passed away a few days ago. That's the sad news that I've heard. Anything else? Because I just do not watch TV. I had cartoons on for the puppies because they're used to hubby does that at night. He turns the cartoons on for them in the bedroom and lets them watch them while they fall asleep. So I turn that on for them, but that's about it. That is it. Tina said found a pair of witch's boots that's a flower pot type and got some black and purple flowers with big hand coming out of it and some moss. It says ding dong the witch's day. How fun is that? Hi Vicky, how are you? Happy Tuesday. Okay, our little pumpkin is going to be spiced pumpkin. I'll just put some right there. Oh, there's a lump in it. I felt that. And then all of a sudden, a whole bunch came out. So let me get that little lump out of there. Put that in the trash can. The dogs are occupied in the other room. I ordered them some bully sticks. Oops, I just put my hand in the white. And Amazon delivered them overnight. I was getting changed in the bathroom and I hear my my Ring doorbell go off on my phone. I'm like, who is that? And then the dogs are at the door barking. And the bully sticks were delivered this morning already. So I immediately opened them. We had been out and I gave them some other bones that I had got that break down. And they had upset tummies yesterday. So yesterday, as soon as I was done here, I had to give Marley a bath because she had a poopy butt. And yeah, that was probably from the bone that I had given them that breaks down, and it upset her tummy. And then later on, the other dogs had upset tummies. I'm like, oh, I'm not doing that again. So no more of those bones. Only the bully sticks. The bully sticks seem to be the best. So they're in there. They're so quiet. You don't hear them racing about like they normally are in the morning. They are on the couch, each one of them enjoying their little bully stick. A flooding in Nevada during Burning Man. Oh gosh. Oh, so you know what? I heard something about that. Where it is, then they close the gate. They're not letting people out. I did hear that. So I heard that on Facebook. I know a group of people that rescue people, and they're like, we can't even get in to do that. So, like, just a group of people from the community that go out and they rescue people in the desert that get stuck, that do stupid stuff. So I did hear that was happening. but I don't think they're letting anybody in or out right now. So, hi Tammy, how are you? Maybe we should just finish this one completely. We'll do this whole one and then we'll do the boot one. Maybe let's do that. Let's do that. We may as well, because this board is the best board for me to use. Okay, so I want a second coat of white, and I need to do the inside of these eyes. These are the bat eyes. So they have a little tiny circle. You can see, I didn't want to cut it out because it would be like teeny tiny, but it's scored so you can see where it goes. So let me bring my white back, and we will paint the white on my ghosty. I have a couple days till my craft show setup. Craft show setup is Thursday. I already made one of each of these signs. The sign sold really well at the craft show. You know what sold the first thing? The very first, well, it was right first thing inside the door. The first thing off of my display was the turkey sign. Remember we made the turkey the other day? That was the very first thing that somebody pulled off of my display. It's so funny. I love that little turkey. I'm gonna have to make more. I want to make some little sitting turkeys too. We've done that before. That's always fun. Okay, I'm going to do the inside of the eyeballs with my stylus. And then I still need to do the stem of the pumpkin. We'll do a background design on the gray. So we're on the sign. We'll do it in silver. So it's just kind of a pattern. Kind of like it'll look like velvet. Like it's damask, but it'll look like velvet. Yeah. All right, so let's get a small brush and some brown. Where is my small brush? I had, oh, here it is. It's hiding. It's hiding. Okay, so I just need to do the stem of this. I can just bring it right down here. So this is just the stem of the pumpkin. How are you, Lori? Happy Tuesday. Did anybody else labor on Labor Day yesterday like I did? I worked all day. I did not, I did rest. Okay, guys, I have a confession to make. So, do you remember I said that I might end up taking a nap during the day? So I got my project done here. I got pictures taken. I got everything posted. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to lay down for a few minutes and rest. Okay, so I don't even know what time it was when I did that, but I said I'm just going to lay down. I'm not going to set my timer. I'm going to just wake up. I have lots of stuff to do today, but I'm going to be kind to myself, and I'm going to let myself take a little nap because I didn't sleep good the night before. So guess what time I woke up at? It wasn't super late, but I had done my Facebook Live at 6:30 a.m. and then I got everything posted. I was done by 8 o'clock with everything. But take a gander at what time did I wake up from my short little nap? That wasn't so short. Anybody want to take a guess at what time I woke up? I wanted to craft all day, Mary Lee. I just, I took a little nap. I woke up at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, guys. I guess my body needed it. So I slept for 2 hours. And then I was great. I worked all day. And then late last night, it's like, I was tired. So I put my head down on my table back there and promptly fell asleep. Woke up at 2:30, went to bed. You guys, 4 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 11:30. It wasn't quite that bad. Supper time. Well, I didn't sleep all day. So I slept 2 hours. But 2 hours is a lot for me. I've just been so super busy doing stuff. So okay, we're going to put a pattern on this, and then we're going to do our other sign. I just decided, you know what? They take up a lot of room. I probably shouldn't have done 2 projects, but you know what? That's okay. All right, so let's do our pattern here. We're just going to put it in the corner. We're not going to try to center or anything like that because I need to use this for my boot also. You could do nothing but rest. It's so hot. Oh gosh, yeah. Yeah, no, I totally get that. Um, the heat will really take it out of you. Okay, so I need to leave room on here for the boot. So I'm not gonna center it and make it, and there's gonna be stuff on here. So it doesn't really, the pattern is just the pattern. I'm gonna do silver. I wanna make sure that it's all covered. So this is one of our newer transfers. It is called Classic Damask Pattern. And we're just going to take our silver chalk paste and we're going to apply it to it. My chalk paste might need some water. Okay, so my silver, this one's an older one. It's pretty thick. I did not get water in my thing. Oh, it's okay. I think it'll be okay. We're just going to go with it. All right. It actually is not looking as metallic. It's going to be kind of grayish, but it has some metallic in it. This is an older one. So I'm going to plop it on there and then we'll spread it. I think I'll grab, I might have my 4-inch handled squeegee. I think I washed that. Okay, so that's a lot of chalk paste, but it's a lot of area. Carries at 100 degrees with humidity. Oh my goodness. In Wisconsin, that is a lot. I don't know how hot it was here, but I really didn't venture out too much. I even door dashed my food from the grocery store. I do that a lot. I justify it, guys. I don't want to go out, and because I'm busy with doing stuff, and I'm like, well, I'm giving somebody a job. and I always give them an extra tip because I feel bad. So yeah, I'm always like, okay, what do I need? I need milk. I need potatoes. I don't even get that much stuff, but I don't mind door dashing because I think, look at that. I need to get this off of here. I feel like, you know what? I'm giving somebody a job, right? And if I don't have time, I've always been told to either hire out, delegate, whatever, things that you that are easy for someone else to do for you. What is the term? I don't know what the term is. You should always, if you can afford it, when you have a business, you should hire out some of those things. Okay, I'll think of the words. But anyways, you know, it's gonna be easier with this. I got way too much. Look at that. What was I thinking? So if you can sub out, hire out things that other people can do for you, so that it frees up your time to do the important stuff. You should do that. Like, I have someone that comes in and cleans my house. She will be here today. So I have to have help with some things because I can't do everything. And there's certain things that were falling in the cracks. Like when I just can't get my house clean. Okay, so I put it off. I would rather pay somebody to do that for me because then it gets done. Okay, otherwise I'm just putting it off, and using every excuse in the world to not do it. Look at this. Look at how fabulous this looks. This is a fun pattern. Look at that. I love that pattern. I'm just slowly pulling it off, and I'm just putting my finger strategically in areas where there isn't any chalk paste, and then I'm going to pull this off of here. Look at that. That is a fabulous pattern. Okay, we're going to use the other side of this. Hopefully this corner is big enough to use for our witch's boot. Okay, putting that down there. Let's dry this, and then we can assemble this sign. Isn't that fabulous? I love this. Hi, Linda. How are you? Delegate. Thank you so much. Sometimes I can't find my words. Delegate. Perfect. All right. I need help all the time. Delegate. You know what? I have learned that I have to do that. And being in charge of the craft shows, I've learned that I have to do that. I'm really good at that at the craft shows. In fact, I might be called bossy at times. Maybe. Just a few times. But when you are the boss, hey, there's nothing wrong with being bossy, right? Let me see what, you don't dare take daytime naps. Oh, yeah. Sometimes I have to. Hi, Julie. How are you? Son, you can do nothing but rest. It was so hot there. Well, a lot of times when I take my daytime nap, it's 30 minutes. I just set my timer, and it rejuvenates me for the entire day. But I stay up late every night. I stay up really late. It's getting to be a little bit harder as I get older. Okay, remember shimmer takes a little bit to dry, so I'm making sure this is 100% dry. Okay, and I'm going to feel it gently. Okay, it is dry. What do you think of that pattern? We are going to ink the edges on our things. Okay, so we do have two things to do. I love this cool pattern. So let's get our pieces off of here. Actually, we should ink the edges on that first. Let's ink the edges on this so that we can just start setting stuff on there. The words aren't going to be inked, so yeah, it's pretty easy. I can still see through there. I can still see where my scoring is. I'm inking the edges with my ink pad. Okay. How fun is that? Okay, let's get our words off. I'm going to just put them approximately up where they go. This is so cute. I love it. I love being able to do this with our little stencils. Our Chocateur stencils, which are, you know, they're just fabulous. They're just fabulous. I think I did this backwards. I think that the eyes on, I'm going to have to quickly repaint that. The eyes are supposed to be white, and then they are supposed to be black in the center for my little bat. Okay, so I'm going to quickly paint that, and we'll redo that. We can always glue that on last. Okay, so spider's coming up. The spider, did I do the spider wrong too? Oh, guys, I don't know what's wrong with me. I did that backwards. I did that backwards too. Okay, so, oh my goodness. The ghost one's right. Okay, so, holy cow, those are wrong. They're backwards. All right, so spider eyes and the bat eyes, I did them backwards. Okay, that's okay. All right, so little spooks. I'm just pulling off the words. These are going to be so cute. I love it. If you want to do your words a different color, purple would be perfect. Okay, here's my ghosty. My ghost goes on this side. We are going to ink him. Here's the inside eyes and mouth of the pumpkin. Here's the inside eyes and mouth of the ghost. We need to do cheekies. Here's our pumpkin. We're going to ink the edges on the pumpkin. Hi, Karen. How are you? Not bossy, aggressively helpful. I need that t-shirt on. So, I need that t-shirt on for setup day for my craft show. So, we're going to make that. We are going to make that for sure. Okay, I'm going to put a second coat on my eyeballs here, and let's dry this. Can you believe I did it backwards? I do. I believe I did it backwards. All right, let me get my heat gun and let's try this. And I need to do the center of the eyes. I'm just holding it in my lap. Yeah, I believe I did that because, you know, it happens. Happens to the best of us, right? Okay, so I'm going to do the center of my eyes. It's just on my lap. So I'm just holding this on my lap. So you can't really see what I'm doing. I'm just trying to fix the eyeball from, I just messed it up. It's okay. So we have a whole second sign to do. If you're just coming in, don't worry. You didn't miss too much. We're doing this little sign, and then we're going to do the witch boot sign that says, park your broom and come in for a spell. And it has a witch's boot on it that's going to lace up. That's going to be so cute. Okay, let me dry this. You know, I can't do anything without making a little bit of a mistake. I wouldn't want you to think I was perfect or anything like that. You know? I have to show I'm human too, right? Okay, so let me peel off the eyeballs. There, I got it fixed. See, now you can see it. Before, it just blended right in. So there's my little eyeballs, and this is for my spider. Okay, Let me put this down on the ground. And let's ink our edges on our ghost and our pumpkin. We don't have to ink the Spidey. Spidey's fine. Okay, so I'm going to ink the edges on this. Our little ghost. And then we'll glue this on. It's going to go right there. And then each piece is going to get inked on this. So it's going to give it dimension. The inking just helps. Okay, guys? Honestly, if you haven't tried it, you really should, because it's easier than trying to shade it with a brush, and it just gives it dimension. Okay, so I just like the look of it. It just makes it stand out. Like, this is going to make it look like there's sections on my pumpkin. I can't even believe it's almost time to start buying pumpkins at the store. I haven't even looked. Do they have pumpkins in the grocery store already? Because it happens so quickly. And you know what else happens? Another reason why I can't go to the grocery store, those cinnamon brooms that really aren't cinnamon, that are like an artificial color. I'm froze. I'm not frozen on here. Am I froze for everybody else? On my phone, I'm not frozen. Maybe, was it just for a second? Anyone else? Am I frozen for anyone else? Yes, I'm frozen for you. But I'm fine on here. That's weird. I'm just gonna keep going. Not frozen for you. Maybe it's just buffering. Maybe. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna stand up to do this. I can see where everything goes. Yeah, I haven't seen the cinnamon brooms yet, but I cannot go into the grocery store because they are not really cinnamon. They are chemical. It's a chemical. It is not real cinnamon. If it was real cinnamon, it would be fine. All right, let me go ahead and let's get our little letters on. And we're just going to keep going. Okay, so maybe go out and come back in. Okay, perfect. You know, sometimes it happens. There's little glitches. I had a really weird glitch that happened, and I contacted the designer. So our VIP groups are private, and they're private for a reason. There's things in there that, like, when I have a sale for Chocolate Tour stuff, I can't have that sale out in the public. That is a no-no. Because not everybody has that sale, and they don't want you to represent Chocolate Tour as having that sale and everyone to think that, oh, every single designer is offering this. That has to be in a private setting. So anything like that, any little special things that I do for you guys, that has to be in a VIP group. Well, one of the other designers, and she's like a top designer like me. I got a request to join her VIP group. Well, that happens sometimes. Sometimes that'll happen. It'll just show like the front page of their VIP group. This didn't. This showed one of her sales, or one of her things that was like a special deal for people in there. And so I contacted her and let her know, because we can get in trouble for that. And it wasn't even her, it was Facebook. Facebook invited me to her VIP group and showed me the special deals that she was doing in there, which was just, it's a no-no. I don't understand why Facebook would show me a private group without me joining the private group. And I was like, oh my gosh. So anyway, so I let her know just in case compliance says anything, because we know how that goes. We have to be careful. So with Chocolate Tour, there's rules, and if you break rules, then you get in trouble. There are repercussions for certain things. So I know I always try to do the right thing. Sometimes we do things and we don't know that they're wrong. Sometimes things happen with Facebook that's beyond our control. That's beyond our control, because Facebook was showing me a private page, which it shouldn't. A private page should be private, right? But it's crazy. Sometimes Facebook does odd things. So that's my point. My point is that sometimes Facebook does odd things that we just kind of leaves me shaking my head. All right, welcome little spooks. That goes right there. I could see the scoring. So let me just show you what I mean by scoring. Scoring is what happens when I put in the laser and I just lightly cut it. That scoring is not cutting all the way through. Scoring is just scoring the wood so that you can see the outline. So I can see exactly where that goes. Oh, I still have to do the cheekies. We still have to do cheeks. Cinnamon smell gives you a bad headache. It's because it's not real. That's why. It's because it's a chemical. Yeah, exactly. It is not a good thing. Okay, hopefully I can find something to do my cheekies with. I will use a Q-tip if I have to. I think I might have used all of my little round daubers. My daubers I've been using recently. Okay, that one's kind of big. Yeah, that one's way big. But it might be kind of cute to do big cheeks. Let's just do big cheeks on this one. All right, so I need some pink. And we're using cotton candy. We'll just do big cheekies. No, you don't like them either. Hobby Lobby has the cinnamon pine ones, and they get, yeah, it's terrible. The cinnamon, that fake cinnamon is not good for your body. I don't know what they're thinking when they do it. It's the same with when sometimes people make soaps and they use the cheaper stuff. That is not good either. I have a friend that she pays a lot for her fragrances for her soaps, and it doesn't bother me at all. And then sometimes I'll go to a craft show, another craft show, and I'll walk past and I'll go, oh my gosh, you know that they just opted for the cheapest version that they could. Okay, we're gonna do little cheekies right here. All I'm doing is twisting. This is a little dauber thingy badiggy. It's like a little sponge. There we go. There we go. Now we got our cheekies. Okay, so we can just keep gluing. We'll just keep gluing this on. And then we're just going to use jute at the top to hold it. So I'm going to get this in place. I can see exactly where it goes. Okay, so I'm not going to touch that pink. And then you're going to put your pieces of your pumpkin in place. There's a line right there, and it just lines right up with that. Right like that. Sorry, I can't line it up and think at the same time. Okay, so, and then this part, and then we'll put the eyes and the mouth in there. That goes right there. The spider's going to go at the bottom. So if there's a little bit of a gap right there, that's okay. Don't worry about that. The Spidey's going to go right in there. This goes down here, and then our stem fits right in there. Do that all at the same time so that if you need to kind of scooch things around, you can. So that's going to join those together. That just fits right in there. And then you can kind of scoot that around the corner a little bit, just like that. Looks good, looks good. Let's put a little drop of glue right in here. Fragrance is a weird thing. I am allergic to fragrance. Like I get unscented this and unscented that, but it still has fragrance in it. I don't quite understand how things like that still have fragrance in them, even though it is unscented. Like unscented deodorant still smells like something. It says it's unscented, but it still has a smell to it. I don't quite understand, but yeah. And same with the laundry detergent. I get the unscented all. Okay, get in there, mouth. I know that you fit. There you go. It came out of there. You know it's got to go back in because it came out of there. Okay, here's my eyeballs. They should be the same size. So, same. On our cute little jack-o'-lantern. Okay, and then I have to glue this together. This is where I had the wrong color. I had it backwards. So that's never fun. Let's just put some glue down on the eyes, and that might be easier, and I'll kind of spread it a little bit. There we go. Get my finger so it's clean. We got the white part there, and then the black goes in the center, and then this one's going to be done, and then we're going to do the witchy poo one. So the witch boot. So 2 projects today. I need lots of stuff for my craft show. This is actually a pretty quick project. That's going to go right here, and then we're going to put, did I glue that in place? I did. Okay, perfect. All right, making sure. Put a little bit of glue on each of the little leggies. You don't have to put a ton, okay? So a little bit goes a long ways. And then this is going to go down on here. And you can see how it's scored. You can see exactly where it's supposed to go. Okay, so we're just going to line it up. It may not be perfect. That's when you know if you got your pumpkin and your ghosty in the right place. Okay, looks good. Look how cute that is. That is so stinking cute, guys. I love it. I love it. And then I have just jute. So simple little hanger. You're just going to tie a knot. And then you're going to thread it through and tie the knot really close to the end. Okay, so that it's right at the end. You can trim it though if you need to. Twist this. It's going to go through the hole, and then it's going to come back up the other hole. If you need to tape it off, you can do that. Okay, sometimes it's easier to tape it if you need to do that. I'm going to twist. It's going to go up that hole there, and you're going to grab that. Sometimes it starts fraying, and you have to go back and you have to redo. Come on. Okay, so, yep, just like that. I'm going to redo that. I'm going to cut that off. I know, I love this one. I think it's so cute. I think this would be cute. You don't even have to have little kids. So have this for Halloween on your door so that the trick-or-treaters love it. These holes are really small, but it's small for a reason because it's a small area right there. Okay, let me tie a knot. So it's a short hanger. You don't want your hanger to be like 6 inches long. You only need a short little hanger there. Just like that. Look how fun that is. Oh, and my Spidey moved. Spidey, go back. Go back to your home. He got glue on there. I shouldn't do that. I should let it sit. So you guys let it sit before you start moving it around. You don't want glue all over the place. Isn't that so darn cute? Okay, one is done. All right, let's do the witchy poo. We're going to do our little witch. It is about a 10-inch round. So I can make it bigger, but it's 10 inches. So, yeah, that's the size. The stencil does really work good with that. We're going to use our Very Perry with... Now, I may even still have a few jars of Very Perry. I love that color, so, but we're gonna paint it purple first. Okay, let me go ahead and move stuff around. Okay, let's do our witch. So this one we're going to use the stencil on the boot. Okay, so let's bring our boot over to this corner. Have a spider web on the boot. The lace. Okay, so white. The lace part is going to be orange. These words are going to be white. Okay, so let's move that around. Let's get the jute off of there. Oh my goodness, guys. Okay, so spell is going to be white. Our background is going to be gray. Okay, so the boot's purple, orange, white, gray, and then the words are going to be black. So the words are going to go right up here. Park your broom and join us for a spell. How fun is that? That is super cute. Okay, so black for the words. You can choose whatever colors you want. I am just doing easy. Okay, so I am just doing easy colors. You can choose to change your colors around. I think a purple boot is fabulous. All right, and this one's about 10 inches too, so it might be just slightly over. I make them as big as they'll fit on a 20 inch by 12 inch piece of wood. Most of the files are made to go into a glow forge, and we have a larger laser bed, but I just kind of use the other wood because that's what size most of the files are made for, is a 20 by 12. So I just enlarge these to fit. Sometimes they're 10.5 inches, sometimes they're 11 inches, whatever fits on the board. Honestly, that's what I do. So I want it to be as big as I can get it with it still all fitting onto the board. Okay, so spread. This is slate gray. I got too much. I'm going to put some of that back. I actually did get too much. A lot of times I can just make it work, but I got too much. Let's put some back. So I'm just gonna scrape that, get it back in here. Oh my goodness. So I've been able to talk to hubby. He's way down in Mexico, but he is getting satellite coverage, so he's able to text me. And he got 9, I think it was 9 yellowtail yesterday. He said they weren't very large, but he got 9. And then they were going out for other fish today. But he's doing good. He sent me pictures of his food, which looked yummy. Salmon with some really, like, broccolini. I guess that's what it's called. The broccoli that's long. Okay, that's our gray, slate gray. Okay, so there's that. Slate gray. Okay, perfect. Now I'll use black for my words. I'm going to bring in a palette dish because, and I'm not speckling any of these because I don't think they need speckled. I think they just need to be the way they are. Here's black. So yeah, that's slate gray. You paint over the spell white and shimmer. Oh, that would be pretty. Let me do that. I will do that. I have my shimmer frost right here. That will be pretty. I can do that. And the spider web too. Should I do the spider web also? Purple on the boot. Yeah, I'm gonna do purple on the boot. So the boot's gonna be purple. And very Perry on the boot. So on the witch's boot. Sorry if that was confusing. Okay, park your broom and join us. And that's a great idea with the shimmer frost for spell. And should I do it on the spider web also? I could. Yeah, I'm always open to suggestions. Sometimes I have my mind already made up and I'll say, I'm going to do it this way. If you want to do it your way. But yeah, I think that's a great idea. I love the shimmer. The shimmer is just my favorite. So that's a great idea. Yeah, he's having a great time on his fishing trip. Okay, let's get our white done. I got way too much black in there. But I'm glad that I can talk to him. That it's not like 8 days of just silence and not no communication. At least I'm able to know what's going on. And I sent him pictures of the puppies. Oh my goodness. So Marley, no. So Chloe was naughty yesterday. I walk in and I don't know if her collar just got loose somehow. They play and they tug on each other's collars. Okay, so her collar may have got loose because Marley was pulling on it. Chloe had her collar up in her own mouth, and she had chewed it in half almost all the way. So I took the collar off because basically it was like it was stuck in her mouth, and she was chewing 999 at it. So it was almost chewed in half. That dog has strong teeth. Super strong teeth. She can chew bones up in, no time. She goes through the bully sticks really fast. I have to take them away from her. But she had chewed her collar in half, so time to get a new collar. I cannot believe that. They do that all the time though. They play so hard. Okay, I have orange on this. I'm thinking maybe I have enough. No. Good thinking though. Okay, I'll do it on the spider web too. Okay, orange is my spiced pumpkin. So the lace part here is going to be orange. Lacing these up is a little tricky. I am going to have to plug in my glue gun because I have to glue this on. I can't just glue it on with regular glue. Yeah, she was naughty, so I have to get another color. Darn dog. Okay, so I'm going to just paint it with purple, and I'm going to go over this with the Very Perry. So we will do, the purple I'm using is lavender. You honestly could use pretty much any purple because then you're going to go over it with the Very Perry. It's going to take on another color. It's going to be like a bluish purple, the Very Perry. It's not 100% purple. It's like bluish purple. But it will take on this color. The shimmer will take on this color. So I do like a black heel on the boot because I think it needs to have a black heel. Let me see if I need a second coat on this. I might need a second coat. So let me go ahead and smooth this out. Let's dry everything and let's see if we need a second coat on our purple. The only time you has color on when they're out. Otherwise no colors because they get, oh, okay. All right. And my dogs are just right here with me. So they just play so hard, tugging on each other's collars. It's just crazy. And they chew on each other's tags. I have the bite tag, which is has the QR code on it, so if somebody scans it, but it's from Bite, BYTE, and if somebody scans it, if they find your dog, then it sends you a message that the tag has been scanned, and I'm able to get in contact with the people that scanned it. If they allow it, they have to allow it. They have to allow their location to be shown. But theirs has the QR code on it. Okay, I'm gonna put a second coat on this because it's not quite covered the way I want it to be. Oops, I think I dropped something. I did, but it just dropped on the table there. Okay, all right. So we got one side done really fast, you know. This one is going really fast too. It might take us a moment to figure out the lacing up. I kind of struggled a little bit. I had to think about my own shoes, how I laced my own shoes, and I wanted it to crisscross a certain way. So I had to really think about that when we laced up the boots. If you want to skip that part, you can, but I'm going to give you the laces to go with it. And your dogs are microchipped. Mine are microchipped too. I just worry because if somebody finds them right away and they can scan the QR code, it makes it really easy for them. So I want to make it easy if somebody finds them, but not that my dogs are going to really get out, but you never know. Dogs are escape artists. I still remember Molly. When we had Molly basically walked out the door. One of our friends opened the door and walked in, and Molly walked right past him and outside, and our neighbor came bringing her back. It was like, is this your dog? And we had just barely got her, so we hadn't even had her that long. Okay, let's get our Very Perry on here. So this is a retired color. A lot of you guys have it. Do I have extras? I don't know if I do or not. I might not have any. I might not, but this is a great color to put on here. So get our shimmer on. On the other one that I did last night, I used some of that shimmer glue stuff, and I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't think it was ever going to dry. I had a heat gun and was drying it. Your cats are microchipped too. That's good. Yeah, they definitely need to all have their microchips. We have a person around here that rescues animals and helps trap animals that are like, just sometimes an animal will be out alongside the freeway and people will keep seeing this animal, and so she'll put traps out. So Babs is her name, and she will trap the animal. And she also has a group of people that have scanners. So in our area here, if somebody finds an animal, we post, and then that person will come to your house and scan it. If you can't take it into a shelter, a lot of times, like the vet or the shelter, they'll scan it for you for free, of course. Okay, so that's our Very Perry. Let me put it up. It's looking good. I'm going to do the black on the heel, and I'm going to do my white on here. So I'm going to get out another brush, but let me dry this so I can do the black really quick. Are you doing the transfer? Oh, I was doing the transfer. What? You guys. Yes, I'm doing the transfer. Let's try this again. Okay, we're going to wipe this off, and then we're going to do the transfer. Thank you. Of course. It feels like a Monday. Okay, so I'm just going to wipe this off. It's water soluble. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. I just got going with it. Okay, so I'm going to wipe it all off and we'll start over. So see, Sometimes you make mistakes and other people have to help you out and tell you. Okay, so I'm going to wipe off all that chalk piece and we'll redo it with the transfer. Yes, I want the transfer on there. Okay, almost got all of it off. Help me. Can I get an adult over here, please? Can I have an adult? Thank you, Cheryl. Okay, black shimmer on the heel. I could probably do that, but okay. So here we go. It's not all of it off, but that's okay. Let me try this. I don't know why I was thinking that. Well, because last night I just painted it. That's why. Okay, so it's a little shimmery. Thank you. Sometimes I just don't know what I'm thinking. I was just getting it done. I was just getting her done. Let me do the white over here with my shimmer. And then we'll do this. Thank you. You guys, I just can't even. What are we gonna do? You know? Okay, so I have my shimmer frost. And I'm just gonna kind of tap, tap, tap. I'm trying not to fill in the spider web. This is our shimmer frost. It's just gonna give it a little bit of shimmer on there. Well, at least somebody spoke up, right? Don't ever feel bad about saying, hey, Darlene, I thought you were going to do this. You are welcome to always tell me those things because I just get going sometimes. You know how we do. It's kind of like when you make a recipe, when you're cooking and you get all the way done and you take a bite of the cookie and you go, oh, I forgot this ingredient. Have you ever done that where you totally forgot a really important ingredient in something? Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes. All right. Okay, so we're going to set that to the side. We're going to let all of that dry. And we will do our pattern. Hi, Billy. How are you? Hi, Kimberly. Okay, let me do this. Let me move this really quickly. I probably should dry that, though, huh? Probably should dry the white because I'm going to end up touching it. Let's dry the white really quick. You guys, I just don't even know. This is a fun one. I love this one. I think it's going to be super cute with all this shimmer on it. I might have to clean out where the P is, the inside has a little bit of extra. It's a little, so take your stylus. If you need to clean out any of those letters, like this has a little bit of extra in there. That has a little bit of extra. Just clean that out. Okay, let's set this to the side really quickly. I'll just put it up here. And let's do this now. It has a little bit of extra shimmer on it. That's okay. And we're just going to fit it right in here. So we're just going to fit it wherever it fits on here. It doesn't really matter. A pattern is a pattern is a pattern is a pattern, right? So I really didn't care as long as it is not where I already did because I didn't want to have to wash this transfer. So that is why we're just going to do it just like that. Okay. Take two. Okay, so shimmer. Very Perry. Okay, it's not available. It's from before. Sorry, guys. I try not to do that, but it's the perfect color for it. Unhappy accident, I know. I tell you, it just is that way. Just get going with stuff, right? Okay, I'll probably have to clean out the little shoelace part because this is probably going to go down into the shoelace. This is going to look much better than just painting it. Thank you for saving me, Cheryl. Cheryl has saved me several times. One time I spelled something wrong, totally spelled something wrong, and she saved me. Oh my goodness. Sometimes I can't even save myself. So I think we'll go back and we're going to do the heel. I'm not going to do it in the shimmer. I don't think. Because I would have to first paint it in black. I'm just going to do it in black paint. But I'll go over the heel. in black. I could have taped it off. The other option is to tape that off, but I'm just going to go over it with our black. Let me get all of this filled in. I'm a little shimmery today, I tell you. All right. If you can't laugh at yourself at the mistakes that you make, then you know what, guys? You need to go back and look at things in your life. You should be able to laugh at those things. Don't beat yourself up over it, though. Don't say, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. No, just laugh and go, you know what? I totally can see myself doing those things. Okay, let's peel this up and see what gorgeousness we have. Look at this. That looks so much better. Doesn't that look fabulous? Look at that pattern on there. That is gorgeous. I love it. Okay, so now I'm gonna wish that I had a whole bunch. Now I'm gonna want to do a giant witch's boot. Okay, now I need to wash this. Let's dry this really quick, and we'll start gluing things together. I need to plug in my hot glue gun. And I do look at your little reminders. A lot of times you guys will say, remember to do this, remember to do that. And as I'm plugging this in, like at the end, Karen always reminds me to unplug my hot glue gun. So I do read those messages as I'm pushing the end on my thing. Isn't that gorgeous? That is so pretty. I love it. And now I need a giant witch's boot with this on it. I'm going to buy some more of this pattern. This is a great pattern. I don't have extras. Why did I not buy extras of this? It's really a good one. It really is. Okay. It is dry. It kind of bent up a little bit. I'm just going to gently kind of press it back into shape while it's hot. Yeah, it kind of bent up from me having... Okay, there we go. All right, let's bring back all our pieces. I am going to ink around the edge of this. That's the only thing I'm inking around. I don't think I want to ink anything else. Let's bring all of our words. Okay, so that goes on the boot. Okay, let's ink this so I can just put my words right onto that. I know, I love it. Did you get your paper towels under? I did. I saw your message yesterday, and I was like, oh yeah, I got the paper towels. Thank you. It's usually I see those messages right as I press end on the video, and I'm like, oh yes, thank you. Thank you for the reminders, because my mind just goes on to the next thing. Like, as soon as I'm done here, I'm going to be cleaning my brushes, and then I'm going to be thinking about my work. I have to do my bookkeeping, and then I have to get my orders out. So my mind just goes on to the next thing. These are already posted over on the Shopify website. So if you want to get either of these, they're already over there. It's $13.75, and then of course shipping. Shipping is just based on the weight, and if it costs less to ship it, if it's $1 or more less, then we will reimburse. If it's 50 cents, we're not going to do that. We're going to keep it because it doesn't make sense to reimburse 50 cents. Okay, let's do this. Let's get this part glued together. My hot glue gun is getting all heated up. I need to get another paper towel, and I need to, there's like a little bit on the side here. Okay. All right. Let me just do that. All right. Let me stand up. I can see where the, oh, we were going to paint that. Sorry. Let me hold that thought for a second. Let me get a brush, and let's paint the bottom of this really quickly. Hi, Deb. How are you? You worked the late shift last night. Oh, goodness. I'm sorry. I am sorry that you have to do that. I'm sure that, you know what? The late shift probably is not quite as busy, right? I know sometimes I guess it depends. But I'm sorry that you have to work the late shift. Okay, there's the heel on the boot. And then let's try that. I almost forgot. I would have had it on there, and then drying it. Okay, we're going to glue everything on here. We have to do the lacing. We have to lace this up. I'm wondering if we want to do the lacing up with just this on there. And I'm going to use a little bit of hot glue to hold that in place. I'm thinking that that's what I want to do. So is my glue gun is not quite heated up. So let's glue this stuff on first. And then we'll do our lacing on that. Let's glue all our words on here while the hot glue gun is heating up. So I have macrame cording to use in there. I had ordered ribbon, and then I was walking past my thing that had my macrame cording. I'm like, oh, let's just do this. I think it works out better. The ribbon would be hard to tie and keep it. It's kind of slick, you know, the little 1/4 inch ribbon. So I'm going to end up cleaning out that letter. Got too much on there. So I know I love the witch's boot. I think it's adorable. It is fun. It'd be fun just by itself, right? With two boots, or a really large boot, and write something on it. It makes me want to think of other things to do with these, and I just think it's so fun. I might need to touch up some of my black. I might have missed like a little tiny area there, but I can do that after the fact. I'm just going to keep going. My stomach is growling. Sorry, guys. Sometimes my stomach just talks to you guys. It's like, give me that oatmeal. I saw you make oatmeal this morning. Why can't I have some? I make my oatmeal. I actually like my oatmeal cold. I do it with honey, and I put sunflower seeds in it for protein. And I let it sit there, and then I just kind of eat on it for the next few hours. And by noon, I have it done. You guys, guess what I found? So you know how they have almond flour? Did you know they have sunflower? Just like a sunflower, but flour, Flour. Sunflower. So it's sunflower seeds that they made into flour that you can bake with. Like you can bake with almond flour. They have sunflower flour. So I got some, and I'm going to try it and see what I can make. So it'll be like high protein, which is great. I think, you know, we all kind of need more protein in our diet, right? Hi, Darlene. How are you? Hi, Cheryl. So I'll show you the other project too. So this is our second project. We're getting 2 things done today. I'm going to get some of this glue out of here. I'm just using my stylus. It will be fine. I just like to clean it up. I'd rather have it cleaned up a little bit than have little globs in there. All right. So I'm kind of excited to try the sunflower flour. My sister was telling me about a different flour that's made out of flowers, you know, the flowers that are flowers. And it's like the pea flour. And I was like, oh yeah, let's check out sunflowers. Okay, let me get this glued on here. So I am going to use some hot glue to help glue it in place so that it stays right away and I don't have to worry about it moving on me. Okay, so I'm going to use a little bit of hot glue, and then we're going to be able to do our lacing on it. Okay, got another glue stick. This one's coming undone, or not coming in. This one's almost done. All right, so I'm going to just... Here's somebody outside. I don't think it's trash day. That's weird. Okay. All right, so then I'm going to quickly put it on there. Okay, so I want to make sure that I get it on there and get it flat. You guys do not have to do this. You can just let it dry. I'm just doing this because I want to be able to do the lacing right away. Okay, so press it down. I'm going to clean this out. There's like a little bit of glue that came in there, and then regular glue that got there. I don't want to get it on my ribbon or my lacing. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do the lace part. So we have this cording. It's a cording, and we're going to tape the ends. I got a picture of the ink pad that you use. Oh yeah, Awesome. Yeah, the ink pad, Memento Lux, it's right there. So if anybody needs that, and the color is Espresso Truffle. Okay, let me go ahead and tape the ends so that it'll be easy. So I'm going to make them like shoelace ends. So you're going to take some blue painter's tape and you're going to create shoelace ends on both ends. Okay, usually we only have to do one end, but we have to do both because we're going to lace this up like you're lacing up your shoes. As it sticks to me. Okay, and so we're going to put this on here and we're going to roll this and make it like a shoelace type end. And then we're going to cut that end, so that it's flat right there. Okay, so this is going to make it easier to thread it through here. Okay, so otherwise it's going to start fraying because this stuff, it's macrame cording. It's made to fray. Okay, roll, roll, roll. Roll, roll, roll your boat gently down the stream. Okay, there we go. All right, so now this is the tricky part, so I wanted to show you guys. Okay, so you have a lot of cording. You have a lot of extra. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to put it through here. I wish I had my one that I did. I did have to redo. Oh, there's a knot already. Don't get knots in there. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to thread it through there so it's like this. Okay, you're going to come back and you're going to watch this. And then this one's going to go, oh, it's moving on me. Don't move on me. I thought it was hot glued. You know what? It might not glue to this glitter stuff. Oh, that could be a problem. Okay, let's put some more glue there. Let's put some more glue. That hot glue didn't stay. It's not staying on the glitter. Okay, we're going to do that again. Oh my goodness, guys. That was not good. Let's try it again. Let me try it again. I haven't had that happen before. It doesn't want to stay on the glitter, but we're going to hold it down and we're going to, ouchie, there is a little bit of glue there. Don't do that. Don't put your finger where there's glue. Okay. Hopefully this works this time. Let's get that glue out of there. I didn't have this happen before, but I didn't use the shimmer on here. So sometimes shimmer, it doesn't want to glue as well. Hopefully it works. Okay. All right. Just cleaning out the center of these guys. Okay, let's try again. That was really weird because I didn't have that happen before. All right. But I didn't use the shimmer on here. Okay. Try again. Okay, so we have it through here. And then this one's going to go all the way through and back up. So that at the end, so it's going to go through that same hole. So it looks like this. Okay, so that you have that at the bottom. Let me try to go down a little bit closer. There we go. Okay, and then this is going to go up and come out the next one. Okay, so that's going to go around and come up the next hole. Then this one's going to go in this hole. Okay, so the threading part is kind of odd, but you want these to be X's right here. Okay, so you want these to look like a little X on here. That was the way that I thought it looked best. Okay, so then this one's going to skip and go up to here, to the second one. Okay, all right, and then this one's going to, how did that one go? Yeah, then that one's going to go like that. Okay, so it's just making little X's there. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. And why won't it stay? Well, it's going to stay because it's going to be laced in place. It's not staying on this shimmer. So I needed to just let it dry is what I needed to do. Okay, so then that's going to go up to that one. But this one needs to come up to the top. Okay, so that one needs to come up to the top. And this one needs to come up through here. So we have our little X again. Okay, so this is going to hold it all in place. All right. And then we're going to tie it. Okay, so now we're at the top. See how I kind of have X's, X's, X's. All right, I know that's confusing. And then, let's see, this is going to go through here. And then we're going to tie it into a bow at the top. Okay, so make sure that's all tight. I'm going to tighten all that up. I know it's a little confusing, but see how I have the little X's there? And then up here, what I'm going to do, because I want to make sure this is really tight, because this is actually holding this on here. Okay, so I'm just double checking, making sure everything is super duper tight. It's going to hold that on. And then you can actually tie a knot right there and then tie a bow. So let's do that. Let's tie a knot. So it'll hold it tight, okay? And then we'll tie our bow on top of that. Okay, so there's my knot. And then we're going to tie a bow. Okay? And what you're going to do, if you don't tie a knot down here, this is going to all unravel. So you're going to tie a knot about 2 inches down, like that, and then you're going to cut below that. Okay, so if you don't tie a knot at the end, all of that's going to unravel. Okay, does that make sense? So tying a knot right here is going to prevent that from unraveling. Okay, all right, so that right there. If you need to adjust that, make it smaller or bigger, you can. Okay, now we're going to glue this in place. We're not going to be able to be moving this around. This glue needs to just set up, okay? The hot glue was not friendly with that. So I need to just lay this on here. I'm not really going to be holding it up. So I want to make sure that I get glue here and there on this little spider web. It's going to go right in the corner. Spider web goes right in the corner, just like that. And then there is some messy stuff that came up through the center. Just get that out. And don't be moving it around. Just let it dry. And then spell. So let's lay this on here so that we make sure that it is spaced out correctly. Okay, you can kind of see through it, but it just goes down. So it just goes down. And there's some glue right in there. Or not glue, some glitter. S-P-E-L-L. The L and L, like that. Okay? So we're going to glue that on. I know, I think the laces look good. If you want to choose not to do the laces, you don't have to do that. Okay? That's totally up to you, whether you do it or not. Okay, so now I'm going to put glue. I'm going to put enough to make sure that it glues in place, but hopefully not too much to make a big mess. That's going to go right there. And then this goes here. So I like to lay it out so that I know that the spacing is right, so you don't get to the end and go, oops. Which would be what I would do if I didn't have my spacing. I would be going, oops, 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 oops. Okay, so there's that. So this glue will hold this. The hot glue, for some reason, reacts to the shimmer paste. It doesn't want to adhere to it. That's why I had the issue with that. So the regular glue, you just have to let it lay there, though. That's the problem, is that when I did my stuff last night, I actually had glued it and I let it just sit there. So that might be the difference. Okay, we do have to have access to this little hole right here. We're going to be threading the thing through. So let's bring in our sign. And when we glue this on here, we need to make sure that that lines up and is, we can put this through, okay? So this is the way it goes. So we may trim this down. We may trim this down a little bit if it's too long there, but we'll wait and see. So that's where it's going to go. You do have to hot glue this on because the lacing takes up part of that, okay? The other option would be to put a spacer underneath of it. All right, so we're going to go ahead, we're going to use our hot glue gun. We're going to flip this over. We're going to put glue on here, and then we're going to put a lot of hot glue, and we're going to line that up. Okay, so we're putting lots of hot glue and lots of regular glue. Okay, so we are going to line up that hole, the hole that we put the jute through. Okay, so lots of hot glue here, lots of hot glue here, and at the top also to hold that. Okay, and then we're going to hurry and do this. We're good, and don't get it on yourself. Okay, you do have to use hot glue on. Okay, so we're going to line up that hole, line up the bottom, and then press down. Is my hole lined up? Okay, and then we will trim down. We're going to trim down that lace. Okay, so because the lace is going to be too long, so just go ahead and hold that down for a minute, and then adjust if your letters moved, you can fix that. Okay, all right, so I have a little bit of glue that came up through here. Just going to get that out really quick while I can. And then I'm going to, I think I will trim this down just a little bit. Okay, so trimming it down also means that I'll be tying another knot and making that a little bit shorter. Okay, so tie that knot and make that a little bit short so that the words show. Okay, I don't want this lace part to be over the words. So that's why I'm making that part a little bit shorter. There we go. Okay, so now we just have to put our jute part. I'm going to unplug my glue gun. All right, so let me go out a little bit so you can see. Now I just need to put my jute. So this just goes through the hole. Remember, it can be a little bit tricky to do that. So tie a knot in the other end. And then this end seems smaller, so I'm going to thread that through. It's going to go right through the hole, which is going to go from one side to the other. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you might have to actually tape that off. It's not perfectly aligned. I'm going to kind of stab it through there. I might need to tape it on the end, but I think if I can get it started, we'll be fine. There we go. Come on, you can do it. It's actually, part of it is not going. Come on. You know what? I'm going to do just part of it then. So, see how it's doing that? I'm going to just cut this off right here. And my jute is just partial. It's thinner. Maybe I should have chose the thinner jute. Okay, so tie another knot. And then it'll be easier. Oopsie. Try again. Okay, it'll be easier to bring it up on this other side because this is thick. This was 2 layers. This is through the boot and through the backer. Okay, now it's going to come up the other way. So if you need to cut that off to make a fresh end, so it can come right up through there, and then make a knot, and then that's your hanger. All right, so about like that, and then we're done. Make sure your letters didn't move on you, which mine moved a little bit. I'm just going to kind of straighten that out. You can get some of that glue out of there. Just use your little stylus. If you have a little overlap on your glue, get a paper towel. I'm just using my fingers, but get a paper towel to wipe that on. I think it looks fabulous. I love the boot. What do you think? I'm just getting some more of that out. There we go. It's going to dry clear, so not too worried. But I think it looks super cute, guys. Let's bring in the other one. I know. Park your broom and join us for a spell. How fun is that? I love it. I think it turned out cute. I am going to move that. And you don't have to do that. So what I did, I used glitter glue on mine last night. And there's that one. So our 2 little signs all done. And it just took us an hour and a half. All right. Well, thanks for hanging in there with me. I appreciate it. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. I know, aren't they fun? They're both really cute wall hangers. Yeah, I think they both will be super cute. Hanging, they can hang on the little they're not big. Okay, if you want it really big, I can make a larger size. I can make a mini size, but this is a good size for me to make for the craft show. I think they're super cute. I know they are. All right, so both these kits are in on the Shopify website already. If you need one, you can grab them there. All right, guys, I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.